Isten hozta a ECR frakciót Budapesten. Bokros Lajos vagyok, én itt születtem. Welcome to Budapest. My name is Lajos BOKROS. I was born here. I have been living here for 56 years by now. Except for the 8 years I was living in Washington DC when I was working for the World Bank. I spent 2/3 of my time actually on the road, and I traveled from Russia to China, from Brazil to Algeria, to all of the Central and Eastern European countries, of course.
Before that, Mr. Bokros used to be Minister of Finance in Hungary. Now he is the coordinator of the Committee on Budgets in the ECR. His knowledge of economics is sure to benefit the European Parliament.
I am more satisfied with ECR than the European Parliament, I must say, because this is a new faction in the Parliament which was established for the purpose of pursuing the ideals of capitalism, market economy, and that is exactly what Europe needs. We try to educate people that they should not believe all those populist promises which are now very much in demand in the political market. There are no easy, quick fixes for the crisis, and the big question for the whole of Europe is how to restart sustainable growth. For that to happen, you need more competitiveness, higher level of international competitiveness, and in order to achieve that, you need sometimes very radical structural reforms. We don't promise anything in this respect. We don't think that state intervention, shoveling money to the people and increasing the deficit and the debt more would solve any problem. It is just good to postpone the real solution, which is to work more efficiently and as a consequence regain competitiveness and at the same time increase the quality of labor. So that even if wages grow, we don't cut ourselves out of the international markets.
In his free time, Mr. Bokros loves meeting people, traveling and sports, but he doesn't have too much time for it.
I am playing tennis, swimming, hitchhiking and doing quite a few things, but I have to confess less and less because the work is more and more demanding. Even today I have 3 jobs. This is not the only job I have. I am a full-time professor of Central European University. I did not give it up, and I also teach in some other places.
As a member of the European Parliament, Lajos BOKROS has 2 big wishes.
One is that the next generation and the generations thereafter should enjoy a much better living standard, but for that to happen we need to work more at the present, so we cannot pursue these populist policies because that would just destroy the livelihood of the next generation. So instead of increasing the deficit and debt, we have to decrease that, which means, as I said, very tough structural reforms all along. The other is obviously, which I have to mention when standing here, is that there is a danger of a growing tide of right-wing extremist populism in all countries, including Hungary, including Czech Republic, Slovakia, Romania, but Western Europe as well. From Denmark through Holland, Belgium, France, Italy, Austria, you can see many right-wing populist parties, extreme right populist parties, which try to play on the fears of the people, playing with racism, anti-Semitism. I have to remind all of us that in name of European civilization we have to refuse that wholeheartedly, because that would destroy the remaining part of our civilization, so we should not agree with that.